shop for the hottest takes. I'm your host, Michael Memes. Let's get to it. Ithaca College has two excellent television studios, A and B, but which one is better? On my left is Pete Johans. Pete, you think Studio A is better. Care to explain?
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate the opportunity to be here master debating with you, and I would be able to defend Studio A as the better studio because it's the OG studio, okay? It was the original television studio here in the Park School. Studio B was this little kind of afterthought that we thought we would put in when we jammed more students into this school, but A is the original studio.
Okay, now, and on my right is Jade Reiner, and she thinks Studio B, I guess the not OG studio, is better. Why is that?
Yes, thank you, Michael, for having me. I think Studio B is better, B for better and best, because, I mean, let me ask you this. Where are we now? Where are we now? Studio B, that's right. In broadcast performance, this is an advanced studio modeled after the ABC World News Studio. What's Studio A modeled after? Just an empty open space?
Yeah, I'd like to quickly talk about that. So Studio B is kind of a more preset studio, where Studio A is kind of a little bit of you make your own. You got a lot of stuff in the prop room people can use to kind of set up that studio. Pete, can you just talk about some of the creative sets that can be made on Studio A?
Well, there are so many amazing creative sets that can be made with Studio A. You could put up a cityscape, okay? And then you could put some chairs from 1967 dorms in front of the cityscape. And now let's say you wanted to give the illusion that the windows were on in this cityscape. You could put a light behind it, and then the city comes to life.
A little light that you plug into an extension cord in the back of the studio.
Magic.
Look at this.
Magic happens.
Pete, look at this lighting fixture. Look at this setup. Do they have that in Studio A?
You know what?
No.
A is like a blank canvas. All right, that Bob Ross creates magic from.
Please.
This is a bullshit paint-by-numbers studio that any third grader could kind of decorate. There's no creativity, no imagination in this studio at all.
Go on a rant, Pete.
Okay, so another thing that separates the studio is Studio B as a camera 4, while Studio A has a jib. Jade, is camera 4 better than a jib?
You know what? Camera 4 has a lot to offer, and so does a jib. But you know what? Who's in Studio A right now? The intro to studio students, they are freshmen. Do they know how to operate that jib? No. Do they teach it? No. They don't teach how to operate jib here. That jib is sitting there in the corner, useless.
The jib gets used
by
people. By people
Great
who love sweeping camera shots.
I love a sweeping camera shot.
Good luck trying to lock camera 4 into any type of tilt position. It's going to go dropping right on you, because that's the type of crap equipment we put here in Studio B. You know what we put in Studio A? The pristine jib.
Okay, now Pete, this question. So this class is in Studio B. So why are you saying that Studio A is better if you're teaching a class in Studio B?
Yeah,
it's simple. I have one word: Gosa. He owns Studio A. You're not getting that from him, especially in the morning time. So since I had to teach in the morning because of my other jobs that I have in the evening, and I'm not proud that I do them, but I need the money, that I have to be able to use this, again, cookie cutter studio that was not based after World News Tonight. Jade, okay? We just happened to have the set designer who crapped out this design of a studio and gave it to us on the cheap.
Pete, let's talk about the monitors, the TV monitors behind us, and the vets, the 4 vets on the side of this studio. Studio A, do they have those?
Well, we generally refer to them as verts.
Verts.
But if you want to call them vets, that's up to you. It's kind of like a vegan egg white with bacon in it. But no, we do not have all these shiny little toys in Studio A. You know what we have?
What?
Imagination and creativity.
Okay. Now, so there's a lot of also important rooms to TV production in this area, and I'd like to talk about the proximity to the other important television rooms. I guess, which is better for those? Jade, I'll start with you.
Sure, Studio A is closer to the prop room, but you know what? Studio B doesn't need to go to the prop room because we don't need our makeshift sets. We have this state-of-the-art set right here. We're right across from Master Control, Any issue, boom, in the door in seconds. Studio, you have to walk down the hall into Master Control or right in your studio checkout. Need any equipment, run right next door. Where's Studio N here? The bathroom?
Yes. And that is my point exactly. When I am in class and I'm hedgehogging and I gotta get to a bathroom, what am I going to do from Studio B? I'll lose it rounding the corner. From there, from A, I can butt clench my way right to a bathroom and
That
be
sounds
fine.
like a you problem.
Okay, that's a little high, a lot of a visual. But can you just speak? Can I have a final point from you why Studio A is better?
Here's why Studio A is better, Mike, and it's simple. It's the studio that I began teaching in when I first came to Ithaca College.
Yeah, cue
And
the
it was a
music. Cue the
studio-
sad music.
Okay. And Jade, just
Yep.
quickly, a few words.
Studio B, best studio. Better set, better lighting, better classroom, everything. Better
okay.
control
Well,
room.
according to your grade, you should be in Studio D.
Okay. Well, that is all the time we have. I don't know about your grades. Thank you for the excellent debate. They are both top-of-the-line studios that I have been proud to work in. Coming up next, Karina Norman joins the show to debate Josh Alpern's best and worst outfits of the semester and whether Mathilde Bichet is a good floor manager. Stay with us. Master Debating. We'll be right back.
Great.